NFT DeFi tokenomics, which allows you to make a passive income. This is the first of its kind on the Binance Smart Chain. So we're happy to be launching that here in the near future. And so we're at the point that we're at now. We just finished our public pre-sale. Okay. So we'll talk a
안녕하세요.
little
밴딧
bit
프로젝트
about the
최종 안내
pre-sale
방송입니다.
information. So the pre-sale we sold out. It started on July 21st. Sold out within a few days. We sold 25,000 tokens. All right. Again, the price of that was at 550 per token. We just recently had our public pre-sale, which ended on what was that? The 16th. That was just a couple of days ago, right? That was Tuesday, wasn't it? We had a goal of raising 50,000 tokens. We did raise about 15,000 tokens. That was at $6 per token. So we're going to talk about that as well. We didn't quite hit our goal, but we did raise enough capital and to go ahead and launch the project. And we feel really bullish about the amount that we raise and how we're going to use that and leverage that for long-term sustainability of the project, because that is the ultimate goal, is to have long-term sustainable rewards for our investors. All right. And so, just to let you guys know, quick spoiler alert, right? There was a lot of things that we did to update the contract, the mechanics, the concepts of the platform that we felt like would be in the best interest of our investors. So we prepared everything to go ahead and launch and make everything ready to go today. However, our developer, he did want to take just a little bit extra time to test everything and make sure that everything is functioning properly, so we don't have any issues with UI or any bugs or anything of that nature. We wanted to go ahead and just take a couple extra days to go ahead and test that. So that way, when the token is live, the NFT minting is live, when you're able to pair your liquidity, everything will be smooth and ready to go for you guys. So you'll see a lot of those changes, those updates that we kind of made leading up to this point, which just kind of pushed it out just a little bit so we can test it, so that we make sure everything is safe. All right. Now the project launched. The token is going to launch at $6.50. So if you got in on the whitelist or the public pre-sale, you're getting in at the entry level price. However, it's not, a terribly large increase on your investment. So we give people, a really advantage of getting the price before, it appreciates upon launch. But at the same time, it might be worth it to hang on to those tokens a little longer, so you can get more value return on your investment, right? So we kind of put those mechanics in place, so that way we encourage people to lock up their tokens in the NFTs so they can start getting a larger return on their investment. All right. So let's come on over. That is the pre-sale information. Now, in between this process, we've hit a lot of accomplishments for the community, and ultimately we wanted to provide trust and gain the community's trust, which I think we've done a great job to that point of doing that, and just kind of being transparent with you guys. Again, the team is doxed. Myself and Eric, we're local to each other. We both have YouTube channels where we have our face on there. We talk about some of the crypto projects that we're into, and in this process we were able to get a KYC. So for those of you not familiar, KYC is short for know your customer, or know your client. So in this case, when referring to the project, referring to the Bandit Project, the purpose for us to KYC was to confirm that we are who we say we are, and to prevent any malicious activity occurring with the investors' funds. Okay, so we've already doxed ourselves, but we want to take the extra step and provide our identities to another company. We did that through Assure DeFi. So you can see that here. This is on the white paper. You can see that we KYC with Assure DeFi. They're a very reputable KYC company. Their verification is the gold standard. We agree with that, and that's why we went with Assure DeFi. And you can see who all KYC. So 3 members of the team did KYC: myself, Hustleman Matt. We have Eric the Bandit, and then we have our developer Fear Codes. All right. So myself and Eric, we come up with all the concepts, everything regarding how the mechanics and everything works, and our buddy Fear, he codes it for us, and makes it look pretty and makes it run smooth. All right. And so you can see on the KYC, what we have control over. So myself and Eric, we have control over the treasury. That's our growth fund. That's what we use to take care of our staff and market and get the word out there for the project. The liquidity, which is going to be a part of our multi-sig wallet, as well as the contracts. All right. So you see myself and Eric both are, on those multi-sig wallets. Fear is not on the multi-sig wallet, so the developer won't have access to the liquidity um, or the marketing funds. Okay, so his role is strictly the contract. And so we submitted that information and provided that information on the KYC. So that was a really big step for us. So we were happy to bring that to you guys as a community. Our next is our audit, which is currently in process. Now, smart contract audit, of course, is a comprehensive review of our design and our logic behind the DApp. And so what we have here is a partnership with Solidity Finance. They're in the process of reviewing everything, just making sure everything is
현재
smooth.
프로젝트
You can check
전반에
out some more
대한
information.
안내가 진행
Solidity
중입니다.
here. I have it linked here. I also have, a confirmation of our partnership. Solidity did retweet one of our posts here. You can see us, the Bandit Project, shaking hands and gaining trust with Solidity Finance, which is another reputable, well-known auditing company in this space. So we just wanted to, go through those steps just to take the extra care and gaining the community's trust, because we know that's what you guys like to see in the project, to know that it's going to be here for a long term. Okay, so those are some of the things that we've gotten into this point. Now, I'll get into some of the updates that we made to the mechanics of the project in itself, but first we're going to start with some of the anti-whale mechanics. Okay, so here we have some concepts and mechanics that we came in place to kind of prevent any like dumping or like whale measures to kind of not penalize people like through taxes,
고래
but
세금
kind of
같은 게
limit what they
생겼나
can
보네요.
do. So we only set out to raise 75,000 tokens for the pre-sales. We did a little over 55,000, which was really good for us. We were, proud of what we have accomplished, and that's going to be really good for the project's sustainability long term. Okay, so the prices, again, they limit the number of tokens any one wallet can receive. So because we set the prices at what we did, people are only going to be able to receive a certain amount of tokens. So there's not going to be a whole lot of initial circulating supply, right? Most of the tokens are going to be locked into the rewards pool, which is going to create a crazy long-term sustainability for paying out passive rewards for our NFT holders. Literally only because of the tokens that we raised through the pre-sales, only about 5% of the tokens are going to be in circulation once we provide liquidity to PancakeSwap. So there's going to be tons of supply to pay out passive rewards for our investors. The NFTs, of course, they only pay out a limited amount of tokens. So that's going to encourage people to continue to buy NFTs and purchase more NFTs. And we have our 7-day reward accumulation cutoff, which prevents people from building up large rewards and dumping on the price. And then, of course, revenue from all the Bandit claims and sales is shared with the liquidity providers in the bank heist. All right. So, Eric, did I anything you want to mention there?
No, I think you got everything pretty good.
Okay, awesome. I got to talking a little bit. I want to make sure I didn't drop off the call or anything. It was.
갑자기 끝났네요. 뭐지? 튕긴 건가? 다시 열렸습니다. 보이스챗.
All right, sorry about that,
Hey,
guys.
you you jinx
Hey,
yourself, man.
look, it shut off as soon as I said that, man. It just shut off as soon as I said that. That's
It's
freaking crazy.
understandable, yeah. Yeah.
No, it's all good though. Let me go ahead and pop back up the
Continue where you're
screen.
at.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so we did cover the concept mechanics for the anti-whale, right?
Yep.
Okay, awesome, awesome. All right, so let's pick up at the daily ROI NFTs. All right, so again, we're going to be on the Binance Smart Chain. We have 3,000 NFTs in our initial mint. That's going to be available for you guys. Again, it's going to take our Bandit tokens to be able to mint these NFTs. It's going to start off at a minimum of 10 Bandit tokens. Again, that's going to rise for every 100 NFTs that are minted. It's going to rise by 1 token. So you want to go ahead and try to get your NFTs relatively early, because as they get closer to the 3,000, it'll be a little bit more expensive to mint. However, you can put as many Bandit tokens into an NFT, and that's going to help you get a higher earning one, up to 1.5 or 2% daily. Okay. So a lot of you guys, are well aware of that. I know a lot of people throughout this process have been interested in figuring out how they can get a 2%er, right? A 1.5 or 2%er, right? Again, majority are going to be 1%, but we did have to update some things along the way to keep things decentralized. And, overall, we feel like it's going to be best. We think that you guys will like it as well. So we put in a few things in place to so you guys can strategize on how to get a higher earning one. All right. So the once it's going to be minted, initially we were going to have it to where it's going to be like a reveal after you mint all 3,000 NFTs, again, to kind of keep things decentralized and have the platform just kind of work on its own without us needing to tinker with it or decide any factors. Is we're just going to go ahead and release the reveal upon mint. So as soon as you deposit your Bandit tokens into the NFT, you'll know if you got a 1%, 1.5, or 2%. Okay, so we thought in the end that you guys might like that a little bit better, because right then and there, hey, I didn't make it, but I still want to give another shot and maybe get another NFT so I can get a 1.5 or 2%. Okay, and the way that we're determining it is through both chain link randomization and qualifying Bandit deposit tiers. Okay, so you can see here it says increase your chances of a faster ROI. So anywhere between 10 and 299 Bandit tokens, that's automatically going to qualify you for a 1%. Okay, so off the rip, right? Off the start, if you deposit less than 300 tokens, you're going to get a 1%. Now 300 and above, up to 499 tokens, you have a chance to earn 1.5%, and then 2%, 500 to 1,000 tokens plus, you have a chance to earn a 2%. So what will happen is once you hit these qualifying tiers, all right, Chainlink is going to kick in. So it's going to be completely random. Okay. And then once you deposit your tokens, you'll know exactly if you got it or not. So if you did get it, you'll have that 2%. But if not, it'll automatically default to 1% a day. Okay.
Yeah,
So
and if you have just to step in, like if you get that 2%, then from day one is going to start doing 2% a day. So just be clear on that for everybody to know.
yeah. So no longer are we going to have to wait for all of them to sell out to be able to see the reveal. Okay. So that was an update that we recently made to keep
오,
things
3,000개
decentralized,
민팅을
but we
안
thought that you
기다려도
guys might like
바로
that
확인이
as
된대요.
well.
1.5나
Okay.
2%가.
So an additional utility we have been sharing this a little bit leading up to this is whitelist collaborations with other projects. So that's again another utility. We've had that open to the public leading up to this point, but once the project is live and the NFT mintings are live, that's going to be a mint pass. So it's going to be selected for our NFT holders who would like to participate in other NFT projects on different chains. So that's an additional utility that we're going to have with the NFT and the passive income.
안녕하세요,
Alright.
베르샤님. 중간중간
So
안내하고
let's come
있습니다.
on
목소리가 좀
over.
너무 안 좋아서.
What's next to talk about? Let's talk about the bank heist. You want to talk about a little bit about the bank heist, some of the updates that we made, Eric?
On the bank heist.
Yeah, we had the three
which ones did we
stakes.
do? Yeah, so okay, so the bank heist, it was going to be one stake per tier, but now you're actually going to be able to do three stakes per tier. So like that means you can have three pools within one tier, and each time you stake one, the time and date starts for whatever time you did on there. Now, if you do increase or if you want to move it or anything, then it restarts the time. So it gives you three options to not have to touch the previous stake that you have on there. So just keep that in mind that instead of one pool, now you have option three pools per stake.
Right. So, just to kind of like give some brief background on the bank heist again, just to explain it for someone who might be seeing this for the first time. Essentially, what we're doing
뱅카이스는
is
원래는
providing
티어당, 그러니까
bandit
기간당
tokens
하나의 풀만
to
넣는 거였는데 그게 하나가 아니라
create
세 개로
staking pools
늘어나게끔
every
업데이트를
30 days,
했다고
90
하네요.
days, 180 days, and 365 days. All right. So from all of our transactions from the Bandit Project, from the Bandit tokens, the buy, sells, and trades, and all the transactions from the NFTs, we're sending a portion to it to the bank. All right. So you can participate and get some of those fees by time locking your LPs. All right. And so what we've done, like Eric mentioned, is initially it was going to be one stake per pool, right? And so now we're giving you a little bit more flexibility per pool because otherwise you would have to restart your stake over. So sometimes you might want to add a little bit to it, but you don't want to restart it. And so we're allowing you to have three stakes per time lock pool. All right. And then, based on to incentivize people to, of course, stake longer for up to a year, we're going to provide most of the rewards. 50% of the rewards that come into the bank is going to be to that pool, 30 to the 180, 15% to the 90-day pool, and then 5% to the 30-day pool. And based on your percentage stake inside of that pool, you'll get that share of those rewards. All right. So that's how the bank heist works. Again, this is our long-term goal is to provide more liquidity to the bank heist, more transactions going to the bank heist to pay out the investors. So that is, again, one of our key core mechanisms of the project, the bank heist, and we recently just made that update to that contract. All right.
뱅카이스가
We
장기적으로
have the stash house. We're
수익을
not
얻게
going to cover the
해줬다라는
stash house
얘기
on this call. The stash house is going to be
비슷하죠,
coming
옛날이랑.
shortly after launch. But I do encourage you guys to check out the white paper and read a little bit more about it. It's going to be like a BUSD in, BUSD out type of high risk, high reward contract. But that won't actually be live on Monday, but we'll go ahead and talk about the team building system next, because this is going to be very important for everybody leading up to the launch. All right. So we have our team building referral system. We really like the system we put in place because there's not a whole lot of downlines. There's not a lot of downlines. There's not any like round robins or anything. It's just going to be a direct referral. You're going to get 5% on whatever the person you refer deposits into their NFT, or if they deposit Bandit tokens into an existing NFT, you'll also get 5% of that. And then every time they compound their earnings to increase their rewards, you're going to get 2.5% of whatever they compound. So, man, crazy team building referral system. We're excited to allow our team builders, people who like to share, people who like to talk about the project. We're excited to allow you guys to go ahead and get this started. This is going to be happening a little bit later today. After we get off this call, we're going to make this part live. So this will actually be live today on the mainnet. And basically what's going to happen is you're going to need to pick a boss. All right. So when you, once this team building site is live, what you're going to be able to do is connect your wallet. Your wallet is going to automatically connect to our developer wallet. Okay. So some of you guys might feel more comfortable supporting the dev wallet, but we do want to let you know that there's not going to be any incentive for doing so. So like the dev wallet isn't going to be doing airdrops or anything like, of that nature for people who are signed up on it. We're just literally using it for a starting point so that people can go ahead and get connected.
자, 그냥 진행을 하면 데브 월렛이 나의 레퍼럴이 됩니다.
that team leader may be doing some airdrops and have some team building activities, for everybody to participate. What you're going to do, I'll kind of show you what that looks like here. This is our test net, right? So we have this team aspect right here, right? So once we make this live on the main net, you'll be able to come here, connect your wallet, right? After your wallet is connected, you'll automatically be connected to the dev wallet, but you're going to want to maybe join somebody else's team. So we'll have our influencers, some of our core leaders who have helped us with our YouTube videos and stuff like that. They're going to be sharing with the community. I know a lot of you guys here are part of other communities. So those community leaders, you want to go ahead and join their boss address. So you'll be able to change that one time at no fee to you, right? So you connect your wallet, you automatically be connected to the dev wallet, and then you can do your own research and figure out who is the best team that you want to join. You'll change it, and then once you join that team, you're going to be locked on that team. Okay. Now the next thing that we put in place for that, let me come back to the DApp, right? Where do I have? Oh, here we go. So the next thing we put in place, again, you're going to be on that team leader's team. We did put in an option where you can change teams, but it's going to be a fee, right? So that first time you change it from the dev wallet to another team, there's not going to be any fee. But moving forward, every time you change a team address, it's going to cost you 0.25 BNB. So a quarter of a BNB is going to cost you to be able to switch teams. So this does give the investors some flexibility if you do get like a.
자, 그래서 다른 유저를 등록을 했다가 팀장을 또 다른 사람으로 바꾸고 싶으면 수수료를 내고 가능합니다. 수수료가 0.25 BNB입니다.
BNB to do so, but at least you don't get stuck on a dormant team, right? But at the same time, if you're changing teams frequently, you do this 2, 3, 4 times, that's going to cost you a BNB, it's, $300, $300 plus is going to cost you. So you're kind of negating some of the, the benefits that you were getting from the airdrops if you're doing that, right? So we put that fee in place, that 0.25 transfer fee to transfer teams is going to be sent to the bank heist. And again, that's going to pay out passive rewards to our investors. Did you want to add anything on that, Eric?
We should tell them about when they can start building teams.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so as I mentioned, we're going to make that live today. So we'll announce it in the chat a little bit later. We're going to let our influencers know that I'm sure they're going to be sharing it in their communities as well. When you want to stay active in the chat, so that way how to get there. That's going to be probably within the next couple hours after we close out this call. We could also talk about some claiming the rewards, because I know that's important as well, right?
Correct.
So this is pretty cool, kind of what we've incorporated. Again, this is something new that we added, so we want to take the time to make sure everything is functioning properly. And so once the project is live, all your rewards are going to go to an in-depth wallet called the rewards wallet. And you'll have 2 options that you can do with these rewards. You'll be able to either compound them into an NFT, or you'll actually be able to withdraw them to like your MetaMask or your Wallet Connect or Binance Wallet, whatever it is that you're using to connect to the DApp. You'll actually be able to withdraw your rewards. Now, there is a caveat to that, because we do want to encourage people to deposit their referral rewards into their NFTs. That's going to lock in more Bandit tokens, but that's also going to increase your daily return on your NFTs. So there's a benefit for doing that. But if you want to go ahead and take the tokens, you can do so. It's just going to be minus a 30% tax. Okay. So there is, we did give that flexibility. A lot of ROI dApps automatically put the referral rewards on top of your principal. We wanted to give you guys a little bit more flexibility, but also want to encourage people to go ahead and apply those rewards to an existing NFT. Okay. Now, we do want to encourage positive behavior in the contract. So we don't want any influencers coming in and just gaining a lot of team members and then just withdrawing. So in order to be able to receive airdrops, in order to be able to receive referral rewards, you have to be in a net positive standing. So what that means is your deposits plus whatever airdrops you receive plus the amount that you compound minus your claims. All right. So if your deposits, airdrops, and compounds are more than your claims.
리퍼럴 리워드를 받으려면 드립이랑 똑같이 NDV가 포지티브 0 이상 이해하는 걸로 새로 생겼네요.
And airdrops until you compound or deposit more tokens to get back into a positive standing.
그래서 무작정
So this
인출만
is
하는
something that,
사람은 이제
again, we
나중에
wanted to
리워드 못
put in
받는 거죠.
place to promote positive behavior so that team leaders don't just drain the contract, and have large accounts. They don't just drain the contract, but they also have to be providing value to the contract. Okay, so we'll talk about airdrop. Again, we encourage bosses to airdrop their teams, but please understand, guys, that isn't a requirement. It's an added bonus to incentivize investors to be a part of someone else's team, but as well as the team leaders to receive those commissions, right? So we did have an airdrop system that is pretty cool. I'll share it with you guys here really quickly. This is the rewards wallet, so you'll see you'll be able to compound or claim your rewards. And then the airdrop system, again, you'll be able to use your address to airdrop. You can set a budget to how many Bandit tokens you want to airdrop your team. And then you have these net deposit qualifying tiers from 10 up to 1,000 tokens that you can disperse amongst all your team and do that in that transaction. So that's a really cool feature, again, to encourage you guys to go ahead and share the information and start building the teams. All right. Anything else you want to add to that one, Eric?
No, just pretty much everybody just keep a lookout, stay in the chat. We will announce when you can start building your teams later on today. So once that goes live, then you can start sharing your address and start having all your teams being built. So when it's time to mint, then you can start getting some rewards.
Perfect. So again, guys, regarding the supply and how we plan on providing liquidity and things of that nature. So there's only a 1 million token supply. We raise about 5% of the supply. So that's going to be the initial circulation. Majority of the rest is going to be locked into the rewards pool. Again, that's going to be paying out long-term rewards to the NFT holders. So we're really excited about that. Even though we didn't raise as much capital as we wanted, that allows us to lock up more Bandit tokens into the rewards pool, which means that's going to pay you guys for a very long time. So we're excited about that. What else? Also, we're going to be setting a few tokens aside again to inject more liquidity as we go on. So that way we can keep the price floor of the Bandit token relatively strong. And then we're also going to set a few tokens aside to partner with some exchanges in the future. Maybe Chris can kind of hit on that. We do look to partner with some other exchanges, maybe some centralized exchanges to increase the eyes and the viewers and open up a different type of aspect to the investors on the project.
Yeah, so just to jump in there, it's super important to partner with the additional exchanges, because generally what happens and what we've seen in our experience is we can be on one exchange, but generally those exchanges have the same set of people coming to the exchange. So partnering with other exchanges is so important for any project to open the project up to new audiences, new communities. And obviously the goal here, and I know with Eric and Matt, when we've chatted to the guys, is the key is always, they want a strong community, they want a loyal community, and they want to be able to deliver more. So, if you guys who are on this initial call take the leap and decide to, you're going to be a boss or a team leader, and you're going to set it up, you ideally want people to new and more people to come onto the project so they can join your specific team. So one of the best ways to do this is new people, and that comes from new exchanges. So yeah, it's super important. Which exchange it'll be, obviously we don't know. We're going to have to we apply, And as everyone on this call knows, that exchanges go through their sort of phases of being really popular, and then phases of when something really negative might hit them. So the big one like Binance is always key, but we will look at some smaller ones and some mid ones and find in the end what's best for the project. Yeah, I hope that clears
Awesome.
it up for everyone.
And Chris, would you talk about some of our other plans, some of the things that we're doing, right now, what we'll be doing in the future to continue our marketing push after launch?
Absolutely. So, guys, from a marketing perspective, there's a couple of things that are lined up. The first one is what the team's doing is there's regular content that's coming out, and obviously, what we want is good quality content. So it's in the form of multiple channels we're attacking at the same time. So the first one will be articles about the project. The second one is we use a Medium blog to share information. So there's currently two articles that are up there, and basically every week you'll be able to see new content. It'll help break down some of the stuff that was discussed, in the white paper today. In the future, it'll discuss different up and coming events, launches, partnerships, that kind of thing. The second side of what we're doing with the articles is that articles about people we've partnered with,
오늘
articles about
런칭 아닌 것
exchanges
같네요.
we've
방금 보셨죠?
invested on.
이거
Then there's
8월
a guerrilla
23일
marketing
프로젝트
approach,
런치.
which obviously gets us in the same space
며칠
as our
남았네요.
project, and takes a look at comparing where our project is obviously potentially different, and shaking up the norms. So and so we've spoken about it before. In my experience, before I'd worked with the Bandit Project, I had never seen I'd seen many NFT projects, and I'd seen many sort of DeFi projects,
네,
and I
8월
had seen
23일인
no
것 같아요.
projects that managed to do what the guys
여기
have
써
done here
있습니다.
and sort of combine a reward system together with staking together with
이
an
사람
NFT.
누구지?
So what we will do is we will highlight that in multiple places. And again, it shows that, when we're the first to market on certain things, when we're the first to speak about certain things, we will always look at doing that. Then there's obviously the general social media stuff, which is important, guys. You know that we're gonna Telegram chat will always be the primary space of information going out. Super important to make sure you on there, you're involved, you're regularly checking in on it, because that'll always be the first place information goes out. But we'll make sure that the various other social media channels, that when they're right for the business and the brand, that we updating them regularly with good content and good quality content. Because in the end, if we can build a strong community, whether it's a strong community on Twitter or a strong community on Telegram, or if we branch out and say, we go in the when there's so many social media platforms we could look at targeting, it's always got to be what's right for the business, what's right for the brand, what's right for you guys as the community. Because the project without a strong community, the project will die. So we will always be focused on delivering what you guys want. There'll be opportunities to listen, for us to hear what the community is saying, for feedback. That's why Telegram's such a great place, because there's no silencing of the community. If you've got some thoughts, you're able to ask questions to say, for example, hey guys, when is the project going live? Hey guys, where can I
지금은
find the
이제
white paper? So it aids in that transparency.
네오피알이라는
So those are
마케팅
some of the
전문
things we're going to
회사인가
do.
봐요. 에서
And then
사이먼이
obviously then
나왔는데
there's the
자기의
second,
마케팅
like the
계획에
growth
대해서
phase.
전반적으로
As the
설명을
projects
하고
get
있습니다.
bigger and bigger, and as our project slowly starts to
목소리가 좀
to sort
작네요, 이
of
사람.
get to a point where we're like, right, what's the next big step we're going to take? Then as
이
a
사람 아닌가?
project, we'll reassess. So it may involve partnering with some traditional media to create awareness of the project to a bigger, wider audience. It may involve, something like billboards or some really interesting out of home media. So these are just some of the things in the plan. There's nothing that's completely immovable and completely set in stone, but the goal is for us to work together with obviously the team from the Bandit Project, together with the guys from NeoPR and our experience, and then obviously to leverage all our partnerships and see what we can do to deliver the most value, grow the project, and then from that point, if we grow the project and we bring new people on board, in the end, it's only going to grow the token price. The token price grows, for you guys as the sort of the initial community who get in early, that means it grows your investment, and then it's up to you guys to choose whether to continue to stake, to continue to, maybe find the balance of withdrawing some of your profits, but then reinvesting some of your profits. We're never going to tell our community how they must interact with our project, but we will always do things that are there for the community to earn more. And that's why I loved hearing some of these changes, especially the one where, as soon as the NFT is minted, you'll know whether you are a 1%, 1.5, or a 2%er. So for me, that's an amazing change that the guys have done, and it shows that the guys have thought about what's best for the community, not necessarily forcing the community to wait. So that's why, from a neo PR perspective, we'll advise, we'll work with the team, but it's good to know that the projects that we want to work with are the type that do things like Eric and Matt are doing, finding ways to mint the NFT and immediately give the community what they want, because you wouldn't want to wait really, really long and then to only find out, damn, I only got a 1%er. Immediately you find out straight away you've got a 2%er, and then it's in your interest to invest more, or to say, I didn't get a 2%er. Let me try and mint a second or a third NFT.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't want to take up too much of everyone's time. I hope, Matt, Eric, that clears it up. And just obviously a brief touch on everything.
For sure. So thank you for sharing that, Shane. Yeah, up to this point, Neo PR has been very integral to us spreading the word. So a lot of the AMAs that you guys have seen and been a part of recently has been our advisement through Neo PR. So we're able to grow our channels, substantially through them. And we're just excited to leverage their experience and their advisement from the marketing standpoint to continue to build a strong community. And, ultimately, again, guys, our goal is to provide long-term passive rewards. All right. So, Chris hit the hammer on the nail. Everything, all the updates that we made, we wanted to keep you guys in mind to, ultimately give you guys the project that you would like investing in, the project that we're proud to invest in, and just, overall have the best interests of the community in mind. So, I know a lot of you guys were expecting for us to go live and everything today, but I hope, kind of sharing some of this information in these updates and just allowing us these few days over the weekend to test it and make sure everything is running smoothly. Hope you guys understand that. So that way that we provide the best product for you guys long term. Okay. So again, just to kind of touch on what's going to be happening next. A little bit later today, we're going to make it live to where you guys can go ahead and start building your teams. You can start sharing your boss address and your link to the project, so people can go ahead and get started. And then from there, we're going to allow you guys plenty of time to do so. That's going to go into the weekend. We plan on launching on Monday. So that is actually, I need to update that here. That's going to be August the 22nd. Monday, August the 22nd, I'll make the update to the white paper. We're going to have a stealth launch. That's going to be between the hours of 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll go ahead and we'll put a countdown timer on the website as well, leading up to that time frame. It's going to be between 1 and 3 p.m. The reason why we're doing a stealth launch is just what we've seen in recent past with pre-launches is that people have bad intentions. They want to come in with, bots, or maybe they get the token address prematurely and they provide liquidity to the token, but it's not really live yet. And so we wanted to do a stealth launch. We didn't want to put too much information out there regarding the contract address. So that way, we can prevent any of that bad activity upon launch. So everybody will be able to claim their tokens from the Presale dApp. We did take the Presale page down. So no, some of you guys went to the Presale page, like, oh, it's not there. We did take it down. We're going to integrate it into the main dApp so that you'll be able to interact with that contract easily within the system. And then you'll be able to claim your rewards from that Presale dApp that you have already kind of used a little bit to go ahead and make your contribution and reserve your tokens. Okay. So once the project is live, you'll be able to claim your tokens. And then from there, you have the choice to, buy more tokens from our exchange, the black market, and go ahead and start minting NFTs and providing BUSD or BNB to the laundromat contract contract to be able to get liquidity pool tokens for the bank heist. Okay, all of that's going to be happening on August the 22nd, Monday, August the 22nd. Okay, between 1 and 3 p.m. Eastern. So sometime in between that time, we'll announce that it's live, and then everybody will be good to go and can go ahead and enjoy the project. All right, the project, the price is going to start at $650 per token. I feel like, going into this weekend, everybody building their teams because, shared some excitement, some new users who haven't gotten in on the pre-sale. So those people will be looking to buy at launch. Again, a lot of the tokens are already locked into the rewards pool. So we're good to go there. And then, we believe that the 5% that is circulating, majority is going to lock that in as well to go ahead and get those long-term passive gains. So we're very excited. We're going to see what happens. Ultimately, we've put all the concepts and mechanics in place to, grow the price of Bandit, provide long-term sustainability. But now, we're putting it in the community's hands and just giving everybody a chance to interact with it. So, Eric, I'll let you, if you want to say anything else, we'll open it up to like a few questions and then we'll go ahead and wrap up this call.
Yeah. So, like right now, just take advantage and go ahead and build your team. Right now is a good time for brand awareness and to like just start recruiting because there is no teams, So once we launch that today, then, that's something I recommend. You have all weekend to go ahead and find people and talk about the project and just just go out there, have some fun and try to build your team. You have all weekend. And then when we do launch, like if you already have your team built, then as soon as they start purchasing as soon as they start minting the NFTs, then they are already automatically on your team because you spent the weekend building your team, so you're not missing out on those mints. So
Yep.
that's
So you
just
get
some
the
good
rewards
advice.
right away. Yep.
Correct.
Awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this screen down. We'll get to a few questions. If anybody have a question, go ahead and you can raise your hand, right? I don't know if there's a feature to be able to raise your hand or not on this thing.
Yeah, and then just let just to let everybody know, like we definitely want a smooth launch. So we did need this weekend just to make sure that all the airdrops and all the all the minting and everything is working smooth since we just been updating it a lot, getting it ready for launch. So that way, it's just gonna save everybody a lot of headache if everything is just smooth than if we just launch without like really getting like enough tests done.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, it was a decision that we, wanted to make again. We had set out to make everything live today, but just crunching time and getting close to it. We rather want to be safe. Safer than sorry. So, we appreciate you guys tuning in and listening and getting the update. Appreciate everybody's excitement towards the project, and we're going to carry that over into the stealth launch on Monday. All right. So we'll go ahead and open up any questions. Anybody, you can unmute yourself, ask a question, and we'll answer a few of those and then go ahead and wrap up this call.
Hi. I kind of miss a bit of the video chat, so I'm wondering what's where's the tab on the page for minting NFT?
So majority of the taxes is going to be a 10% tax. All right. So
Not text, but like the page, cause so far, what I caught was the team refer address page where we can put up our the refer address. But
yes.
how about the NFT minting page?
So that's all going to be available once the project goes live. I'll drop the testnet into the chat. So right now it's on BSC testnet, so you can kind of see what that looks like. Let me see if I can drop that in the chat for you. But that's going to be under the crew tab. Let me see. I can also show you that as well. That's going to be under the crew tab on the DApp once it's live. So you guys can see the screen again, right? So we have our planning board here. This is going to give you the overview of the project. It's going to let you know the Bandit price, available rewards, circulating supply, things of that nature. What you're referring to is where you will mint the NFTs. That's going to be here in the crew tab. So you'll be able to connect your wallet here, and you'll be able to deposit the amount of Bandit tokens. So the current minimum is 10. You'll see that minimum rise, but you can deposit if you want to get a 2%, you'll need to deposit 500 or more. All right, to get that potential. All right, so that's where you're going to be able to mint it. Once you do approve and deposit your tokens, your NFT will populate your unique random NFT. You can name it if you like. And then you'll start earning 1%, 1.5%, or 2% daily. So
I see.
I'll copy that and put that in the chat for you. You can check that out if you like.
Thanks, Matt. I have two more questions. Like one is that is the percentage dependent on the deposit tier or the rarity of our NFT that we get?
So the percentage is going to be it's going to be consistent. So I'm trying to find the right word, but your it's not going to change no matter what. So to qualify for a higher tier, so you're going to automatically get 1%. So at the very least, you know that you're going to be getting 1% daily. Okay. Now to qualify again, if you hit that tier to get 1.5%, you deposit anywhere between 300 tokens to 300 to 499 tokens, then you have a chance to be able to get 1.5%, and then 500 to 1,000 plus, you have the chance to be able to get a 2%. Now, what determines that chance is going to be our chain link integration, so it's going to be completely random. So it'll pick and choose who gets that 1.5 or 2%, and if not, then you're automatically going to get 1%. So at the very least, you know that you're going to get 1% a day.
Oh, okay. So if I deposited the lowest tier, but my NFT is very rare, it doesn't impact. It
So
doesn't
the actual
influence the percentage.
so the like using the term rarity, if it's more rare,
정정합니다. 미국 시간 8월 22일 월요일이고 한국 시간 23일 화요일 새벽 풀 런치입니다. 하나, 둘, 셋. 3일 남았네요. 하나, 둘, 셋. 아니죠, 4일. 네.
When I put 10 in, the deposit itself is like after tax 10, right? Because I got this wrong impression that like I need to spend 10 bandits just to mint an NFT and then have to like add on more bandits for a
So
deposit.
yeah, so you can do that ongoing. So it's up to you. So like 10 Bandit, right, is going to be, at the current price around like $60 or so. So you're going to be making, 1% a day off of the $60 that you're getting. Now, for some people, they might want to increase that so that the 1% a day is more substantial. So, if you only have $60 to deposit now, you can come back later when you have more capital and you can deposit more to increase your earnings. So that's a good question. And then another thing that we haven't talked about. So when you do deposit your Bandit token, say for instance 500 tokens to get the 2%. This, again, this has to happen when you mint it, right? So you can't put in 10 now and 400 later, 500 later to get the 2%. You have to do it your first time when you go to mint the NFT. And then the way that the contract is coded is going to be whatever amount that you deposit. Of course, is going to be a 10% deposit fee, but as far as determining the higher earning percentage, it's going to respect the amount that you put in. So you'll deposit, it'll be 10% less of the 500 that you put in, but to get the qualifying tier, it'll recognize that you deposited 500 tokens to qualify.
And you can always compound your daily earnings also to increase your total value, like your TVL that's inside your NFT.
Oh, okay. So like the base 10 bandits that I used to mint the NFT will still be my base deposit, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Unless you deposit more, or if you just compound your daily earnings into it to increase it.
Okay, I think that's all I have. Thanks, Matt and Eric.
Hey, thank you.
Awesome. Any other questions? Anybody else have any thoughts, inputs, any questions that we can answer while we're on the call? If not, we'll go ahead and wrap it up.
Hello guys, thanks for this call. I have some question.
Sure. What's up, Philip?
So I can claim daily and the withdraw will be once weekly, I guess. Or how's this planned?
So you'll be able to claim or withdraw, like once you deposit your, your tokens in, you'll be able to claim and withdraw as you please. We do have a awards accumulation. So like if you go on vacation and you forget about it after 7 days, your rewards stop building up. We put that in place to prevent anybody from just forgetting about the project and building up a large accumulation of rewards to sell off and dump on the project, later down the line. So we made it to give you some flexibility within 7 days to interact with the contract, but you can claim and withdraw or deposit, whenever you like.
Okay, that sounds really nice.
Awesome. Well, thanks for that question, Philip. Any other questions? All right, guys. If not, we're just going to ask you to, stay tuned to the Telegram, the Discord. We're going to be making an announcement a little bit later today. Once the team building aspect is live on the mainnet, you guys will be able to go ahead and start, building your teams. That way, once everything is live, you'll start earning referral commissions and things of that nature. You'll be able to, buy, sell, trade the Bandit token, mint your NFTs, and provide liquidity to the bank heist. All right. Again, thank you everybody for listening in. And, we're excited to bring the project to you. So we got it coming soon.
And then just to touch on the teams, like later on when it does go live, it's just your wallet address that you need to put in there for the bosses. That's all you have to do is just put whoever boss, they're going to share this is their wallet address is what you put in there. And
All
we're
right,
good.
guys. All set.
All right. Appreciate
All right, guys, you
everybody.
have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys. Take it easy.
Take care. Take care.
마쳤습니다. 자, 풀 런치, 이제 전체 런칭은 방금 얘기 드린 미국 시간 8월 20일, 한국 시간 8월 23일 화요일 새벽 1시에서 3시 사이 스텔스 런칭으로 하는데 그 외에 기본적인 기능들 뭐 민팅하거나 뭐 리퍼럴 리워드 만들기 위해서 팀원을 받거나 뱅카이스트를 하거나 하는 건 오늘 열린다고 제가 설명을 들었거든요. 전 이제 제 방송을 다시 돌려보면 알 것 같은데 그렇게 해놓고 실제로 뭐 나머지 기능들이 돌아가는 건 다음 주가 될 것 같아요. 그래서 주말 동안 여기저기 뭐 얘기를 하든가 준비를 하든가 하면 되겠다, 며칠만 더 기다리자 라고 얘기하면서 마친 것 같습니다. 퍼블릭 프리세일은 다 안 끝났지만 그래도 종료는 했죠. 그래서 화리 프리세일이랑 퍼블릭 프리세일 포함해서 준비된 수량이 최초 유통 클레임 개수로 나갈 것 같고요. 지금은 이제 안 돼요. 엔터 디앱에 기능을 막아놨습니다. 팀에서. 그래서 런칭하게 되면 이제 뭐 봇이, 그러니까 봇 들어와서 뭐 프로토콜 망가뜨리고 하는 걸 막기 위해서 스텔스 런칭으로 한다고 하고요. 잠깐 채팅방을 볼까요? 팀 빌딩은 오늘 런칭하고요. 전체 런칭, 풀 런치는 미국 시간 8월 22일에 한다. 늦어졌다고 난리난 사람들도 몇 명 있고요. 포렉스 샤크를 안다면 더 기다려라 라고 하는 사람도 있고요. Working on those details, but also working on our in-house marketplace. 자체 NFT 마켓플레이스도 준비 중에 있고요. Launch will be able to 토큰 런치가 그것도 이제 다음 주고요. 네, 토큰 관련은 오늘 아니고 다음 주인 것 같네요. 그러면 어쨌든 오늘 내일 그리고 이번 주 주말 동안에는 급하게 할 건 없는 것 같아요. 지금 내용들 새로 나오면 그거 맞춰서 팔로우 액션을 해주면 될 것 같고, 당장은 뭐 월요일 정도나 되면 뭐 추가적인 공지사항이 있겠죠. 그래서 이번 주 동안에 급하게 하실 일은 없는 것 같고, 팀빌딩 같은 게 오늘 런칭할 거다. 그래서 팀빌딩 하실 분들은 사실 뭐 자기 지갑을 내 지인에게 넘겨주면 이제 되는 거예요. 드립이랑 약간 비슷한 개념인 거죠. 그걸 듣고 보니 생각이 나네. 그럼 그 상위 레퍼럴이 NFT 민팅을 2개 이상 다수로 하면은 어떤 거에 박히는지 뭐 그런 것도 중요할 것 같은데, 결론은 지갑 주소를 통해서 아까 영상에 보여주긴 했지만 그걸로 등록을 하는 것 같고요. 내용이 많았는데 지금 뭐 백서도 조금 더 봐야 될 것 같고, 이게 있었죠? 이것도 큰 내용이었는데, 원래 내용은 1.5%나 2% 최고 티어가 밝혀지는 게 3,000개 민팅 완료된 이후에 발행이 된다. 그 전까지는 그냥 모두가 1%를 기다려야 한다 였는데, 그게 아니라 바뀌었어요. 민팅 하자마자 2%가 나올 거다, 밝혀질 거다 라고 했거든요. 그럼 뭐 좀 덜 기다려도 되니 덜 고통스럽겠죠? 그런 게 있으니 괜찮을 것 같고, 기다림이 없어지는 거니 괜찮을 것 같고, 그것도 어쨌든 다음 주에 풀 런칭 하면 알 수 있겠네요. 프리세일, 퍼블릭 프리세일에서는 14,900개 팔렸고, 활이 25,000개 합치면은 4만 개, 거의 4만 개 팔렸네요. 25,000 더하기 15,000 정도. 뱅카이스트. 뱅카이스트 변경사항은 그거였죠. 원래는 이 기간마다 4개의 기간이 있죠. 30, 90, 180, 365일이 하나씩 티어인데 티어마다 한 개의 스테이킹만 만들 수 있었지만 그게 바뀌어서 3개까지 스테이킹을 만들 수 있다 라고 업데이트 했다고 합니다. 여기 있네요. 3 stakes per log of tier. 원래는 이제 이게 1이었죠. 1 stake per log of tier. KYC 돼 있고 어디 지금 뭐 어디 또 이제 덜 돼서 그런 것도 있는 것 같고 네. 그 외에는 계속 팔로우업을 하면 될 것 같습니다. 아 맞아. 안티웨일이 생겼다고 했죠. 한 번 더 볼까요? 자, 크립토커런시 세상에서는 안티웨일 메커니즘이 고래들이 너무 판을 헤집는 것을 방지하기 위한 기능 중 하나입니다. 고래가 와서 산 대량의 토큰을 한 번에 팔면 마켓이 패닉에 빠지거나 다른 유저들이 도망가게 되는 부작용이 있기 때문이죠. 근데 고래는 장기적인 성공에서 또 중요한 면이 있기도 합니다. 뭐 이렇게 이건 전반적인 내용이고 Here are the things we put in the place to stop it. 자, 고래를 너무 미워하진 않지만 그래도 안전하게 프로토콜을 유지하기 위해서 우리가 한 액션들은 뭐냐? 뭐 프리셀 토큰의 물량을 작게 가져갔다. 75K였는데 이것도 이제 다 안 나갔으니 뭐 저는 고래가 없다 뭐 이런 얘기를 하고 싶은 건데요. 그리고 프리셀 프라이스도 프로젝트 런칭 프라이스에 비해 이거는 지갑당 토큰 개수도 제한했었다. 프리세일에 대해서 NFT당 맥스 페이아웃이 15,000개 토큰밖에 안 된다. The 70 reward. 그리고 자, 민팅을 하면 안에 있는 디파짓에서 1%나 1.5%나 2% 속도로 리워드를 받아가게 되죠. 매일매일. 네, 그게 7일 동안만 쌓이고 그 리워드가 더 이상 쌓이지 않는다. Cut off 7day를 기능을 넣어놨고요. Revenue from all the bandit claims and sales issued with the liquid. 뭐 이거는 이제 뱅카이스트와 대부분의 수익을 공유한다. 그러니까 밴딧을 사든 팔든 디파짓 하든 이제 대부분의 토코노믹스 텍스에 뱅카이스트로 일부 유동성을 넘기는 기능이 항상 포함되어 있었죠. 토크노믹스에 나와 있죠. Supply tokenomics. 여기죠. 이게 이제 뱅카이스트로 가는 비율 총 10%죠. 뱅크. 까지 내용을 다 본 것 같습니다. 대부분 다 이해되셨죠? 큰 새로운 뉴스는 몇 개 있긴 하지만 엄청 복잡한 건 아닌 것 같긴 하고 민팅하면 바로 데일리 퍼센트 확인이 될 거다 이런 거 정도. 그 다음에 런칭이 오늘은 아니다 이런 정보 있었고요. 오늘 방송은 여기서 마치면 될 것 같습니다. 런칭 최종 정보를 안내해주는 밴디트 보이스챗이었습니다. 질문 없으시면 방송 마치겠습니다. 네, 감사합니다. 별의시장님. 자다가 갑자기 방송 켜서 다시 자야 되겠습니다. 안녕히 주무세요. 네, 다시 듣기 해주시면 될 거고 제가 설명을 많이는 안 해가지고 보시고 혹시 또 있으시면 질문 있으시면 알려주세요. 액츄어리님 감사합니다. 고생했습니다. 미국 시간에 맞추는 게 힘드네요. 별다른 질문 없으시면 방송 5분 뒤에 마칩니다. 네, 사실 방금 마치긴 했는데 혹시나 있으시면 네,